You've made peace with the separation and let go of chasing your twin flame, but why do you suddenly see their name popping up everywhere? You see it on billboards, hear it in conversations, and notice it in random places. Now you are scared as it is very strange. You wonder if it's more than a coincidence, as the name appears everywhere when you decide to move on. Not only is it very strange, but it is also very confusing and unsettling, mainly because it's happening now that you're trying to move on with your life. If this is your situation right now, don't worry. Let's find answers to some of the burning questions and conflicts you have in your mind. There are several reasonable explanations for why you might be experiencing this. The first reason is that your brain might be playing tricks on you. When something or someone is significant to us, our brain becomes highly tuned to anything related to them. It is called the frequency illusion or the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. Once something is important to us, we notice it more often in our daily lives. So, suppose you see your twin flames' names everywhere. In that case, it may be because you both are still emotionally connected and are extra sensitive to anything that concerns your partner, so you start noticing things about them everywhere. Also, it may mean that you're not necessarily seeing the name more often than before, you're just more aware of your twin flame because of the emotional significance. Your emotional state also plays a significant role in this experience. When healing from a relationship that meant a lot to us, our minds can be extra sensitive to remind us of that person. This doesn't mean the universe is sending you signs that you made the wrong choice by moving on. It's simply your brain processing the emotional weight of the situation. The stress of trying to move on can also make you more likely to notice these names. When we're under emotional stress, our minds often look for patterns, connections, or things to help us make sense of our experience. This is why you might feel like seeing your twin flame's name everywhere has special meaning or significance, when it could just be your brain trying to cope with change. You may have doubts and wonder if seeing your twin flame's name everywhere means you should reconsider the decision to move on. Seeing your twin flame's names doesn't necessarily mean that. You chose to move on for valid reasons, so stick to it. These repeated name sightings don't necessarily mean you must change your path. Instead, it just helps you to understand more about your healing journey. They might be a pointer for you to know that your mind is still processing the experience. You do have to move on, but you must train your mind not to be overwhelmed by the thought of your twin flame. This doesn't mean you'll never think about your twin flame or notice things that remind you of them. But you have to prioritize your well-being and growth, regardless of these reminders. Trust your decision and know that what you're experiencing is a normal part of the healing journey.